Good morning. Today, The Power Within is coming to you from the beautiful Groot Constantia estate. I'm Willie G. And after 2 weeks of cricket, it's great to be back on your screens, especially since we're in time to observe 16 days of activism against gender violence. On today's show, Dr. Thandimazibuko tells us why she will always be a rural girl at heart. We find out more about the practice of osteopathy. Then we're celebrating our best lives at O Magazine's exclusive annual tea party. Born to a domestic worker in rural KwaZulu-Natal, Thandimazibuko lost her father at an early age. She was sent to live with relatives who forced her to quit matric and get married at just 17.
It begins in the dusty roads of Kwanyuswa when we grew up with my mom and a big family with my great-grandparents. She used to read a verse in the Bible that says, having bad people around you can deviate you from the good behavior that you might have learned in your life. That was a verse that really anchored our family. My mom was a domestic worker, raising us up as a single parent. I always go back and say, I'm grateful for my mother for teaching me religion, because I think it's the most important basis of every child's life. Whatever religion it is, it forms the basis of belief. And belief is everything in life. People give up because they lack that belief that it can be done, it is possible. I lost hope in school when my school got bent down in standard 8. I was in the middle of the year, around April. That did cripple our lives and had a huge effect on our academic progress. Hence, then my mother then negotiated with her sister, who had just married to a pastor. Then I went to stay with them in Chesterfield in order for me to continue with my education. Here now I'm in matric. I've managed to get to the school. I'm doing very well at school, and I'm enjoying my subjects. I've always enjoyed
her own community. Back with The Power Within. As a single mother raising a son with financial difficulties, Thandiga went on to complete her matric and then studied medicine. She now specializes in oncology and has started her own NGO, Sinomusa Nothando, which raises cancer awareness in the rural community.
It's an idea that started when I was in medical school. As I said, I've been naturally a caring person. I used to walk back home and see need. And when I look around and see how can you fulfill this need, it was overwhelming for me. Because I looked at one-on-one consultation with all my community members and I realized it's impossible. I will not be able to help them. Then this idea of doing an integrated cancer awareness plus the screening of the community at the community level, bringing all the stakeholders into one area, one day, you help the whole community and you move away, you leave the support groups behind to continue the work. And it has worked like magic. I interfere with every meeting, with every structure that exists, with at the pensioners when they meet. We go there. Before our cancer witnesses, we visit every structure. We go to churches churches are important because every Sunday there's an appointment, there's a congregation, there are people who are there every single Sunday. If that time can be used and maximized, we can save a lot of life. Which is why the Smemusa Notando, the NGO, will help us reach out to more community members, which is the main aim, is to educate and screen and follow up. In my community, they had never had a doctor. There was only one doctor in the village who just started 3 years ago. We don't have screening facilities. We don't have pap smears. We don't have blood pressures. We don't have sugars, AGT machines that check the blood sugar in the blood system. So what we use is we mobilize the structures that are already existing, that are anyway left on a weekend to just sit in the offices. The BP machines are sitting in their offices on a weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Nobody's using them. So we say, let's mobilize this and use a weekend to take care of the community. Instead of people going to the doctors, why doctors don't go to them? The doctors come at shift level, they come for 4 hours and they go home. We use medical students, we work with medical students because medical students are the future doctors. It's a part of training for them as well. But it's also giving back because they come in lab coats and community feels they're being taken care of. So our aim of the NGO is to do screening at the community level, to make the community, motivate them into committing into healthy lifestyle. Where we cover the cancer of the prostate, the cancer of the cervix, the cancer of the breast. We also cover AIDS-related malignancy, which is my passion, because I'm an African and AIDS is common amongst African. And cancer amongst the HIVs and AIDS defining illness. And when you've got AIDS, people tell you you're going to die. It's almost like a death sentence until you meet someone who can change your life, who's knowledgeable, who is an oncologist, who will say, no, you've got AIDS-related malignancy, but I can still assist you. And there's very good response from patients who are being treated for AIDS-related malignancy. Hence, we need more support for projects like this. I will never be a city girl. I will look like a city girl, but inside, I'm such a rural girl. In everything that I do, it is so rural, based on the morals, the principles, and sometimes the naivety that comes with being rural. It's beautiful, because you don't